Maybe, just maybe then, Fred, we... Cat? Cat! Her eyes closed. Streams of tears ran down both her eyes. What's up, Shinobi Squad, ShinobiFred, and welcome back to Find Love or Die Trying. Let's get it poppin'! First date since getting all the girls' memories back. We went for a walk out in the woods, the same date we had when we truly had met again for the first time. It was a little awkward at first, figuring out how not to give away what we knew on camera, but we figured it out pretty quickly. It's so nice to see you again, Fred. Of course it is. I feel the same way, Yui. After all this time, it's got to be fate, hasn't it? It must be. To be honest, I feel a little like things are going a little over my head. This show, meeting you again, everything, it's just moving so fast. Sometimes I feel like everything's just moving too fast for me to keep up. But with you, everything feels alright. Like I know it's gonna be okay. Would it be okay if we just spend today this way? She leaned closer and put her arms around me. I wouldn't have it any other way, Yui. Dang, I got it like that. Wait a minute. What about getting the master key? I can tell from your face what you're thinking about. Don't worry, I got that covered. Triple B! Triple B darted out of a nearby bush and ran to Yui's side. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? She picked him up and hugged him tight. It was impossible not to smile. Almost forgot. Triple B. Hunt. Triple B. Whoa, why that? Okay. Triple B leapt out in her arms and dashed towards the mansion. And with that out the way, how about we walk for a little longer? What just happened? She reached for my hand and held it tight. I'd like that. We walked and talked for hours. When we took breaks, we laid next to each other on the grass, talking about anything and everything. Yui's a lovely girl. At times, I remember how dire the situation we were in, and I couldn't help but freeze up. But with Yui, I'm never afraid to face those fears. She makes me braver with just a smile. Even when she couldn't ask directly about what's on my mind, she found ways to comfort me despite that. And in turn, to make her smile, make me feel lighter than air. Life with her will be wonderful. We've got to make sure to get us all out of here safe. Fred? Yeah? I love you, Fred. Dang, we throwing up the love! It's been like, well, I guess. We've been through many iterations of this, so I guess you could say you love me now. I hope we can spend the day together. Another day okay. I hope we can spend another day together just like this soon. I'd like that. Me too, Yui. Okay. We walked back to the mansion together, hand in hand, then went our separate ways. Fred, you would not believe what just happened to me today. What happened, Cat? I got attacked with some kind of forest monster. It was at least 10 feet tall, had monster chief, and there was at least 5 of them. It took everything I had not to laugh. Luckily, I managed to fight them off without any permanent injury. I made sure that 4 deleted the footage. That was both embarrassing and traumatic. That's good though. This is just the worst run yet, man. What do you mean by that? Nothing. Just had a long day. I'll bet. You should get some rest while you have the chance. 5 forest beasts is nothing to sniff at. You're making fun of me, aren't you? Not at all, Cat. Forest beasts affect 1 in 10 people. It can happen to you. Right. I'll see you later, Fred. Good night. Wait, what? Okay. Mission success! I can't believe that worked. How did you train your pet bunny to do all that? It's all thanks to our special training last night. I made a few contracts with a few devils from the forest, but... Alright. I'm half kidding. Don't worry about it. Which I have. But the key's ready to use. Not yet, which sucks. It's gonna take a little longer for the makeshift plaster to set. Where did you get plaster from, by the way? Believe me, knowing more about how he got it will not make you any happier as a person. I'm cool not knowing. How do you even get plaster? Anyway, the keys will probably be usable by tomorrow morning, but you have to have your next date by then. We'll test them out as soon as it's night tomorrow. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. Awesome. Let's go, team. Alright. How about you let the rest of the girls know, Fred? Forrest to say with the audio recordings in the house at night, so we should be able to talk back up there. I'll let them know. I walk up the staircase back to the mansion. Where are they? I hear some sounds coming from the kitchen. I'll make my way over. Hey, Violet, how are you? Goodness, apologies, Fred. I didn't see you there. You seem pretty deep in thought. What's on your mind? Besides to say hundreds of different versions of memories of the same. Besides to say hundreds of different versions of memories of the same week. Oh, I'm worried for the people back home. Yui has her sisters to worry about, though she tries not to burn anyone with that feeling. Everyone has family out there, and who knows what happened to them in the last, well, however long we've been trapped here. I never gotten along with my parents that well, but even so, they must be worried sick. I'm sure they're doing fine. And they're gonna be happy to see you again. You're right, Fred. Though there's no way you could know that for sure, could you? I guess so, but we gotta believe. Suppose you're right once again, Fred. When we finally escape this dreadful place, I'm gonna hold him so tight. It's kind of funny. What is it, Violet? I told you I had a twin sister, right? Yeah, you did. Her name was Viola? That would be her. She was always my parents' favorite. You know the type. She came first in just about everything, while I did not. Even so, we got along just fine. I was proud to call her my sister. Then there was the accident. She saw a car before I did. She moved to protect me before I could, and in the end, she was hit before I was. And she died for it. Dang! For then, I had no problem being second place to her. But for her sake, for just that one time, I wish I had come in first. Dang! Well, for sharing, aren't I? I apologize. It's okay, Violet. Just say what you're feeling. Let it out, my guy. You're kind, Fred. It's something I adore about you, you know. After Viola died, I did my best to live up to the standard she set for my parents. You can probably guess how well that went. I wasn't as good as running the business or appearing prim and proper or even things like finding a partner. It's a little embarrassing, really. That's the whole reason why I came here. My parents saw an ad for the show and thought it might help me. Or perhaps they just wanted to kick me out of the house to make room for my new baby brother. I couldn't resist the chance for them to support me for once. At times, I felt like I can't do anything right. Look at how the show has developed. This is a nightmare in every regard. Yes. Ooh, I held her in my arms tightly. You're an incredible woman, and believe me, there's nothing you can't do. I've seen you put the fear of God into the Pt.5 and make delicious meals that some people will probably kill for. Even if this is a nightmare, it's one we're getting out of together. And we won't be able to do it without you. You are too kind. Thank you I appreciate it. What can I say? I just do what I do, baby. Whoa, what the frick? Okay, I do not do what I do. But enough about me. Have you remember anything about why you came here? Fortunately, I haven't, but I'm hoping that the master key will be pilfered. That we pilfered will be. Okay. Hope so, for your sake. In the event where it does not provide any answers, my precious offer about finding you help outside of here to get your memories back stands. Thanks, Violet. I really appreciate that. Dang, everybody's so quick to trying to get my memories back. Such nice people. It's the least I could do. I still fancy you quite a bit, you know. I know it's not the time or place, but maybe when we get out of here, perhaps you join me for, say, lovely clues around what's left of the world. forward to that day. As am I. We talked for a few moments longer before retiring for the night. For once, I lay in bed without worry about being killed. For once, I was excited about what tomorrow would bring. It's only up from here. Oh gosh, okay. Fred! Allie, what are you... Never mind that. You gotta come down to the lab! What is it? We found something, and I know you want to see it. She reached for my hand and pulled me as we ran. Oh. The other guys were already there, crowded around the table with a pile of folders on top of it. What's going on? I was just looking around the lab and then I stumbled across these. They're our files. I didn't read anyone's but my own, but I have to warn you, caution was the last thing of all of our minds. Most of us scrambled to find our own file except for Yui, who was already holding hers, and Allie. Weird, there's no file for me here. I double checked, but there's nothing for me. Guess I'm not getting any answers today. Allie slowly walked to the pile, found her own, and then opened it in one fluid motion. Interesting! What is it? Allie Major, sent to the island for being suspected of committing treason against the government. Selected for the experimental show for fitting the sporty girl archetype. We need one of those. Ha! It was good to know this whole setup was a good idea. Did you know I actually freaking hate sports? I never seen Allie so angry. Let's see. They got all the fake information I gave. That sounds about right. What is it? They've been taking extremely detailed notes on me for every single run of the show for the past 2 years. Oh yeah, they can love me now. It's 2 years. What I've done, things I've said in private or with others, they got notes down here to how and when I brush my teeth. How I react to things when they change the show, or tell me different things, or we're nothing but lab rats to them. It's true, and it's my fault. What do you mean? If I had invented this machine in the first place, none of this would have ever happened. You made it for different reasons. You realize, yeah. Whoever used your invention, yep. My file says that they wiped my memories and put me on the show to make sure that no one else could build this technology. I can't even begin to understand how that would even be a reason for causing all of this. Why a dating show? Like, are they actually like live streaming this to people? Like, I just don't get why the dating show. I'm not sure we'd even want to unleash the people who run this place. We fell silent. I wanted to crack a joke to ease the tension, but it was impossible. Thank goodness. Wait, what? I'm surprised to hear you say that, Yui. All things considered. Sorry. I know how that must have sounded. Sorry, guys. Mine's the same as Allie's. They tracked, measured, and commented on so many things about it so many times. It feels so violating. But it's not all that bad. Did I ever tell you why I came on the show, Fred? Why is that? I forgot. I wasn't allowed to tell you. That was one of the conditions. To be completely transparent, the reason was money, and nothing but that. It was hard enough to take care of myself without my parents, let alone 2 sisters and a whole farm. I remember it now. It was Kat who reached out to me. She told me if I came onto the show, my sisters on the farm would be taken care of for life. I know this is all horrifying, but I'm just glad she held up her end of the deal. Even if I might die here and never see them again, that's too depressing to think, Yui. We're going to get out of here and see your sister again, together. Thanks, Fred. I like that, man. No problem. I'm curious, Yui. What kind of archetype did they list you as? The girl next door. Makes sense. Dang it, that sounds better than Gaming Gremlin. So we got Gaming Gremlin, the sporty archetype, the girl next door. She's probably princess, and she's probably, I don't know, nerd. Yui, Scarlet, Allie, and I laughed. At times like these, having a mood like Terra around was critical. I looked at Violet, who had been silent the whole time. She was trembling. Violet, are you? Oh, please God, don't let this be true! Violet fell to her knees and sobbed with her hands against her face. I rushed her aside. Are you okay, Violet? What the heck? Violet threw her folder against the floor, causing the papers to scatter across the room. Nothing is okay, Fred. It doesn't matter if I get off this island or not. I'm not like you. I have nothing to go back to. No one to stand by me. There's nothing for me anyway. Either way. Violet, wait! She ran to the stairs, her sobs echoed through the staircase and through the lab. I moved to follow her, but Yui stopped me. I think she might need some time alone, Fred. I didn't even look, but after her papers were scattered around the room, maybe you should just read it. Yui handed me the papers that were in Violet's file. Violet Valentine is a special case, otherwise unremarkable, but she's the daughter of Edgar and Vane Valentine, one of the primary investors. It is my understanding that they have recently had a son and want for him to be the next heir after Viola passed. Edgar and Vane sent the remaining daughter Violet to us, full well knowing what we would show. Oh, wow. They paid us an incredible sum to make sure that she does not return from the show. Even for me, this is too cruel. It was dang. Golly. Golly. They said get rid of her. Don't bring her back, please. I knocked on Violet's door later that night, but it was no use. Please just leave me alone, Fred. If you want to talk, Violet. Even if she opened the door, I have no idea what I was supposed to say. Facts. What can anyone say? I was wrong. It's not only up from here. There's a long way down. Hey. It's hardly a surprise, but I didn't sleep well last night. Who could, after what happened? And just like that, we're on to day 3. I gotta thank you, Fred. You're making my job easy. I actually get to spend my nights doing productive things now. I'm happy to help with that, however that works. You alright? You don't seem to have your usual energy. Careful, Fred. One slip up with Cat and this is all over. I'm good. Thanks, Cat. I just didn't sleep too well. Happens to the best of us. Anyway, it goes without saying that Yui is definitely a contender for the final ceremony, huh? We'll see. We'll see. I'm not so sure just yet. Oh, really? That's a surprise. Well, not my problem. Anyway, who's today's uncle? So, who else should be asking on a date tomorrow? Honestly, joking aside, I think you should ask Violet. Really? I don't think she's in any shape to put on a good show. I mean, we need all of us to be able to work together well to get out of here, right? I don't think Violet will be able to until she's feeling better. And what better way to do that than for a date to make you feel special? Tara does have a great point. I always make great points. Like seeing if I could arm wrestle one of the zombies Scarlet made. That went great. Oh, I remember that. Wait, I was a zombie. That was not a good idea at all. Can I take my vote back? What do you think, Fred? I like the idea. We could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm sure there's something that we could do to help us escape that we can only do on a date with Violet. I've got it. Tomorrow, you'll be going on a date with Violet. Here's what you gotta do. Wait, how would you put this on? Because this is too small for a head to go through. I'm worried about the wrong things. Always wanted to spend more time with you, okay. Oh wait, small request. What's that? And will it give me ratings? I think it will. And let's hear it. I've noticed Violet being a little down lately, so I wanted to cheer her up. I heard that she really likes cooking, especially in groups. Would you mind if we cook with the staff at noon? I don't see why not. Let's hope it gets better than last time. Oh, hi Fred. Why'd you bring me here? I'm in a bit of a predicament. You see, I may have made an irresponsible bet. I did not take you for a gambler. Well, I'm not, but the thing is, I heard the cooks bragging that they were the best chefs on the island. But hey, I tried the food you made before. I know nobody else could come close to how good you are. So I may have challenged them to a competition in your name. You are ridiculous, Fred. Violet laughed out loud. That's the smile I like so much. It was nice to see it again. Are you being serious? Dead serious. In a few hours, hundreds of staff are going to come here. Some of them as challenging cooks, some of them as judges, rest of them looking for lunch. All of them hungry. Think you're up for the challenge? I am ready to crush the opposition. They were rude the day they challenged me. That's the fight I like to see. Heck yeah. I don't know. You know, it's between Scarlet and Violet right now. Violet, she's wooing me more. You feel me? I can tell. I can't tell you just yet. It'll be announced when it's cooking time. I do like a challenge. Would you care to stay with me as I prepare for the festivities? Of course. Thank you, Fred. I know why you're doing this, and I appreciate it. I'm not ready to talk about it just yet, but I feel happier already knowing you are looking out for me. I'm gonna be here for you, you feel me? Oh my gosh. And I will, and I ask for, okay. We spent the time before the contest just talking about pleasant things, completely unrelated to the show, completely unrelated to anything of consequence. Sometimes when bad things happen, what you need most is just a semblance of normality. Hey. By the time noon rolled around, hundreds of staff members were filling up the kitchen. I don't want to face you, Violet, but I will if I must. Oh, you're challenging me? Like a snail challenging the mighty eagle? You have my respect. It's the 2 on late that's changed sides. You're going down, Violet. We're the Pt.5, the best chefs on the island. What's that too? What I meant to say is, wow, you really are the best chef on the island. That's right. Dang it, bros. You can't let her intimidate you like this. If we do, she's already won. Say something, for her. We will meet again. We meet on the culinary battlefield, Violet. You may have my brothers running for the hills, but not me and 5. Come at me. Let us brandish our forks against each other. 5, you have anything to say? Wait, what's happening? I do hope you entertain me, brothers. Violet raised a pan towards them. Let us begin. It's time for the cook-off to end all cook-offs. Each cook will cook their own version of a mystery dish, a dish that was soon revealed for the first time ever. The judges will be everyone who is not a contestant. You must be joking. There's hundreds of people here. How can we ever feed everybody? That's not my problem. And I definitely didn't come up with the rules of this for this tournament on the spot. Liar. Violet laughed once more. That was enough to keep this charade going. The mystery dish will be spaghetti and meatballs. Like taking candy from a baby. Not this again. Oh god. I think everyone to faint. One collapsed on the ground. 1 down, 4 to go. Bro! I knew we should have been accountants. Why are we fooling ourselves? You each have 1 hour. No late submissions will be accepted. Let the games begin! The contestants, that were still conscious, rushed off to gather the ingredients. How are they going to make that much food? I'm sure they'll figure something out. Watch each of them cook furiously at breakneck speed. Violet, you can make spaghetti in an hour? Alright. Violet was hard at work, sweat streaming down her face with the biggest smile I've ever seen all day. Couldn't help but smile as well. At the time, 4 was trying to cook his spaghetti with only a microwave. That's crazy. I'm not sure this would be too much of a contest. 1 minute left! Violet filled hundreds of laid out bowls with spaghetti and meatballs in a matter of moments. If you blink, you missed or finished a whole row. How the freak did you do that in an hour? What is this, Food Wars? Ooh, wait. I went too far. Whoa, okay, hold on, doing too much. Each looked both delicious and artistic. You would have thought a cook would have spent this much longer than an hour putting each of them together. 5 settled on making about 4.5 bowls. I guess everyone has their own pace. Time's up! It's time to judge. The crowd cheered as they stampeded to the laid out bowls. They were practically salivating. Whoops. Oh my gosh, stop it. After everybody wolfed down the bowls from each of the contestants, they submitted their vote. The people have spoken! And with the resounding majority, our first ever winner of the best chef on the island in the middle of nowhere is reward yes, Violet! Of course. The crowd cheered, myself included. I did it! Me! I did it! Violet jumped up and down with joy. I felt like a kid in a candy store just from one look at her. You won fair and square. You should be proud of yourself. Yeah, your food was the best I ever had. Though, if you consider our living standards, that doesn't mean too much. Hey, I just had an idea. What if we get Violet to cook for the staff at lunch instead of us? Seriously, it's been years since we had real food. What's that supposed to mean? Honestly, I think it's a great idea. I know I hide it well, but I really have no idea what I'm doing in the kitchen. No way, bro. Violet and I took one look at each other and couldn't help but laugh. I would love to, you guys. The crowd's enthusiasm reached a level of uproarious applause. Violet! 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 Oh goodness, you're all too kind. Put my arm around her and smiled, because I'm just that guy for her. Guess you got a new job now, Violet. Yes, I do. Violet leaned in to kiss me on the lips. Of course. For a moment, time stood still, and only thing I could hear was the crowd's cheer getting even louder. Violet! Yeah, you know. We laughed together. I have so much fun today, Fred, thanks to you. Care to join me by the beach after we clean this place up? Sounds like a plan. I will see you there then. Let's get it. Hey, she reached her hand out to mine, and I held hers tight in return. Hey, Violet. Hey, Violet. You really gave them a great show today, you know. I couldn't have done that without my ever so charming television host. We walked along the beach, our feet bare in the inviting water of the ocean. Really, I'm so grateful to you, Fred. Last night, finding out what my parents did, that was the lowest point I'd ever been to. I held her hand even tighter. Honestly, I didn't see a way out, escaping the island or not. Everything seemed like a dead end. But today you helped me remember that even without them, I still got me. And I like me quite a bit. You're really incredible, Violet. That was all you. With you? Hey, she's number one. I'm sorry, she's number one. You know, it used to be Allie, you know? Violet mumbled something under her breath. Sorry, what was that? Oh, sorry, let me try again. I know I'd be fine on my own, but I like me better if I was with you. Oh, shoot! I accept. When we get out here, I do hope you join me for that cruise. She kissed me again. It felt like magic. Violet, she put her fingers against my lips. Shh. Oh, she said shh. That's crazy. I know it's not quite the time for this conversation yet, but please do remember what I said when this is all over. Do you mind if we walk for just a little longer? I don't want this to end. I'd like that. We walked together to the dead of night. It was nothing less than magical. Hey. Just after we came back, a huge storm hit outside. We just missed it. Hope you two enjoyed your date today. Sorry to interrupt, but it's time we get the show on the road. Ellie took the master key from her pocket, spun around her ring finger, then put it in the locked door. And we are in. She turned the lock, pulled the door open. Whoa, the door's a little heavier than I thought. I thought it must be soundproof or something. Whatever, let's go. Oh man, not another staircase. They would have saved so much money if they just put it on the main floor. But it wouldn't be very secret then, would it? Secret schmecret. It's behind a locked door. Though there was another staircase, it wasn't nearly as long as the one to the lab. We've been walking down the steps for only a few moments when we saw where they led. This has to be it. What's it? A while back, Cat told me all the information on this island was stored in the books. they didn't use anything digital or with the internet. I think I remember that too. Well, it's BS. They're an evil corporation intent on world domination through fear and control. Of course, they have the internet. Oh, so we're just another cog in a entertainment machine, I guess. Because they want to control, I guess. Okay. And I think I found a way into their closets, skeletons and all. Sounds like a pretty big deal. That's an understatement. The information in here could change the tide of war. It could give the resistance a real fighting chance, I think. But there's more than that too. What do you mean? My dad, mom, and brother got taken by these guys a long time ago. I don't even know if they're still alive. It's too long to really understand what was happening. If there's anything that can help me find them again, or at least find out what happened to them, it's in this computer. That was the real reason I came here. The whole reason I risked everything. What if it doesn't have what I'm looking for? What if... Allie? Yuri ran to Allie's side, hugged her tightly. It's gonna be okay. You believe me, right? She took deep breaths. I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm okay now. Thanks, Yui. I didn't do anything. Are you ready? Let's do this. Hey. I looked to Violet as Allie prepared to turn the computer on. She looked as concerned as I did, but we didn't let it show. The screen lit up with a single message. Password required. Well, I did think that was going to be a little too smoothly. I'm not giving up just yet, though. She tried a few different passwords on the keyboard, but none of them worked. Dang it! I bet only Damien and Kat knows this. And there's no way you could just ask them. So I just fell upon the room. It can't end like this. It just can't. I got an idea. It's not gonna involve wrestling zombies again, is it? Hey, I have better ideas than that. What I mean to say is that I think I have a way to crack the code. As a programmer, I can make something that could try all possibilities for the password. They don't have a limit. It would take some time, especially if it locks me out. Okay. Though there's no guarantee we'd get the answer before the show was over. It's a lot better of a shot than we had. Allie ran over to Tara and hugged her tightly. Thank you, you awesome little you. This is nice. Feel free to compliment me more. In the meantime, the rest of us can try to figure out what the password could be as well. That reminds me, I need to tell you guys something important. What's that? I have our escape plan. Oh shoot! This goofy music. Chuteo got the key, master key, and held it out for us to see. It's a hidden hangar I found by the beach, but just a little further from where I found the first plane. Found the plane. Now that we have this key, and we know how that works, we can use it to disable the hangar security, commandeer a plane, and fly the heck out of here. We practically jumped for joy. I can't believe we're almost out of here. It's been a long time coming. Well, soon, but just not yet. With this storm raging, there's no way we're getting anywhere tonight. At least of all off the ground. But if the sky's clear, if there's clear skies tomorrow night, then that's where we'll be. What about a computer? Don't you need to crack it before we go? Yeah. What about your family? Well, that'd be the ideal case. But honestly, I've gotten to know you guys and care about you guys, and I decided it's more important to save the people I care about that are right in front of me than chase a pipe dream. No! I won't accept it. If I were in your shoes and I was looking for my sisters and I just gave up looking for them, I regret it forever. And I know you would too. But I can't ask you guys to stay here any longer. We're in danger if we stay here. Yuri speaks for us too. To have a family that you really care about and that cares about you too, you can't give up on that. You're not going anywhere until we crack that code, even if it takes it till the last day. You guys. No, I can't allow it. I won't take the chance with your lives. I'm not backing down on this. We can't take the risk. Psych. If we die, we die. I think you need this. Guys, take a chill pill for a second. I'm a programming god. The best of the best. I'm I'm gonna have the cold crack by tomorrow, and that's a promise. So don't worry, Kate. I love you guys. Thank you so much, really. Why you think of all of us? I'm the one that has to write the code down. We left together. Something. Ooh wee. Whoops. My fault. We left together. Something that I thought might have been impossible after the initial bad news. We're in this together, and we're getting out together. No one gets left behind. After we called it a night, I laid in bed, deep in thought. Who would have thought I could have ended today feeling inspired after everything that happened last night? It happens, man. It happens. We've got this. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay. Fred! One more thing before we turn in on the night. What's up, Tara? I got caught up in the heat of the moment earlier and... Oh no. I got an idea. No, I don't like the way this is going. How about we do this, cause I remember that all I know about hacking are videos of people typing really fast saying I'm in and oh, that was okay, it's a dream. I probably flew out of bed. Thank God it was just a nightmare. Whoops. Oh, you know, whatever. Hey. What are you smiling about? Just feels things are going my way lately. Yesterday's date with Violet still has me feeling as giddy as a little kid. It's almost like there's perks to being on a killer dating show. Well, don't get too comfortable. You still got a few days left. And then it's back to real regular. I'm looking forward to that. I bet the sooner than later you cost too much to keep around. Anyway, the $1 million question, who's today's lucky girl? That be... Back to the flashback. Alright, oh. It's gonna be Tara. No, it's gonna be Allie since she's hacking. Oh, it'd probably be best if we go with Tara. But doesn't Tara need the time to crack the code? Nah, I already finished making the code breaker. It's trying every password as we speak. No guarantee it'll finish before we're both done with our dates, but it's worth a shot. Thank you, Tara. Don't worry about it. Besides, I think it's better if we save your date for last. Why is that? I don't know. You're some super spy from some super secret organization. You definitely got bigger heist potential than I do. I don't know about that, but sounds good to me. Whoops, I keep doing that. Scarlet, Violet, Yui, I'm gonna need you guys for this. I'm happy to provide assistance. You bet. I'll help however I can. Sweet. Alright, right, Fred. What's up? I didn't just build a code breaker, I built a game that works with it too. What do you mean? She handed me her console. I just whipped it up real quick. Looks like a code breaking game, but really, it works directly with the computer we found. If you get the password right in this game, we'll have access to the computer, makes sense? Amazing. I can't believe you whipped up something so fast. Like, for real. It wasn't that hard. It was just a big middle finger to my mom, who thought all my screen time was just a waste of time. Anyway, I figured we could play this game here and there during our date. Try whatever passwords come to mind. Obviously, not for the whole date because ratings and all, but as much as we can. Sounds like a plan. Sounds good to me, Tara. I'm a genius, Fred! She cackled maniacally. You are. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh, we getting jazzy with it. Sound like I'm at church. Sorry, Kat. That's pretty much the plan. Hey, Fred. You up to play some games? I'd love to, but Kat wants us to do some other games. It is. Sweet. There's no stopping Tara when she puts her mind to something. We started playing together in the games room while making pleasant conversation. Normal enough to seem like a regular conversation, cryptic enough to disguise what we were trying to do. Even if Tara and I never went on crazy adventures like I did with Allie, it didn't take moments with her to okay. If I forget that we're trying to hack into some confidential database, this really is a fun day at home with your partner. How about Terra is the best? It's worth the shot. Oh, I guess it wasn't working. The nerve of them. Terra rules? That's a miss. Was the T capitalized? Maybe add a 0123 at the end. Thank goodness we have the codebreaker running in the background. Time to switch gears. Let's get Cat some footage to work with to keep us alive. Whoa. Good God, Fred! Why the sun? Ah! Oh, why without me? Okay, maybe this wasn't the best idea. Some way or another, we always end up back inside the mansion, huh? There's nothing wrong with that. I guess you're right. Up for a few more rounds of that game we just played? Sure! How about Damien Black sucks? Nope, doesn't work. Cat Black sucks. Not that either. How about Fred? Oh, come on, now you're just guessing. Like I wasn't before. Well, I'll try it. No freaking way is my name. I got all these people in a headlock for real. The two of us looked at each other like deer in the headlights. What? We cheered as if our favorite team just won a sporting event. Wait a minute. What would the password be your name? Oh, what if I'm the mastermind behind this? Oh, that'd be crazy. That wouldn't. I mean, they have to really be a S-tier storytelling to make that work, though. That doesn't make any sense. My guess is as good as yours. Maybe we'll find out tonight. I hope so. Well, I had enough of the game for today. I never thought I heard you say that, Terra. I'm full of surprises. We can spread the good news after. How about we try something new today? Something outside? Sounds like a plan to me. Awesome. Let's go. We ended up going back inside for a minute later. I mean, a minute later, but the rest of the day with Terra was still a lot of fun. And we're here in! The password prompt closed with a satisfying ding ding. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff in here. Why would there be a folder called homework? Ooh, that's definitely a porn folder name. Terra was about to open it until Allie intervened. Do you mind if I take a look? Forget why we're here for a second. Sure. Let's see. Allie started going through the folders, databases, reports, anything that could be useful. At the same time, Terra started downloading all the files on to her console. It doesn't look like there's anything here about why my name was the password. All the rest of us could do was give Allie and Terra space they needed. Seems like it's only gonna be up from here, team. I was worried for Allie, especially if we couldn't get into the computer, but it looks like we got it after all, okay? It's too soon to say anything, but I do hope you're right. Let's not jinx it. So what's the first thing you're gonna do when we're out of here? I thought we were gonna jinx it. Knock on wood. I'm going to get straight back to helping people the way I know best. Nothing's changed in that regard. That's a lovely aspiration. Do me a favor, make sure your inventions don't get used on yourself again, okay? I mean, it's not like I was trying to. I admire how you could be so sure. As excited as I am to leave this place, I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing after. That's totally okay, Violet. That's part of the fun. That's part of the fun of life. Just figuring out as you go. I suppose so. Violet looked at me and smiled. That's pretty much my plan, and at this point too. Guess who's back? Okay. What Terra wants to say is, we did it. I've got everything I need to turn the tide of the ward, and I know where my family is, and they're alive. I've never seen Allie so happy. She jumped towards me and hugged me. Oof. That's fantastic. That's such a relief. Oops. Wait. Good job, Terra. You cracked the code. Now I'll add it once now. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so much. At least we didn't have to wait this long to leave, but you guys did it for me and my family. I can't ever thank you enough. She pulled out the master key from her back pocket and swirled it around her right hand. You guys ready to get out of here? Actually, I was thinking of staying here for the rest of my life. Not having internet is the best thing ever. Let's get out of here. After you, Allie. We followed Allie out of the mansion through the forest into the hangar. No one's seen us at all. Oh, the cameras are disabled. Whoa, I did not see this. Granted, I don't go outside. Hey, I don't blame you. It's pretty out of the way. Whoops. I keep doing that. Not that we have anything to worry about it. I mean, not that we have to worry about it now. Allie put the master key out and swirled it around her hand. She walked to the door of the hangar and pulled the key into its lock. She tried to turn it, but it didn't work. She tried a few more times, but the lock refused to budge. I don't understand. I've seen Cat use this key everywhere, including here. They must have changed the locks. Does this mean we're stuck here? I don't. It was rare that Allie tripped over her words. It hurt to see her so defeated. I don't know. An uncomfortable silence fell over us. Am I going to die here? Are all of us? No, we are not out of this just yet. I refuse to give up again. But we can't get in the hangar. There's no way to break it without triggering alarms. For now, yes, but getting in later is a different story. If I remember correctly, whenever you went on a third date with Fred, you could fly in an airplane together. Well, I'm assuming the plane was you two. It's just like it's just like you to try something crazy and drag in Fred. I can't refute that. That was definitely us. How we never died on those plane rides, I'll never know. That means the staff don't mind if you took the plane during the date, which means we should be able to ask for the key temporarily. We'll still be able to get. We'll still be able. Okay. Okay. There's read, Fred. Golly. There'd be no. Okay. There'd be way more staff around than usual, but we still have a chance. Exactly. The rest of us could be relatively close by, perhaps at the beach, to avoid suspicion. Then, when you get the plane, you run over, pick us up, and we are out of here. This could work. It's better than how my plan turned out anyway. I was worried for a second there, but it was for nothing. We've got this. We'd be in a tight spot without you. It's a team effort. Without each of us here, we'd be stuck here together. We'd be stuck here with no chance of escape, I'm sure. Speak for yourself. I'm sure I can get out of here on my own. You was shut down the second you reached the beach, Sarah. On second thought, maybe teamwork makes the dream work. We laughed together. The mood was infinitely better than it was just a few moments ago. We spent the rest of the night talking through the details of the plan, including what we do if the unexpected happened. One thing was for sure, though. We weren't giving up on getting out of here. It all ends tomorrow. Hey. Whoa. Okay. What do you know, Fred? You actually made it to the last one-on-one date. How you feeling? I feel pretty good. Honestly, whoops. I'm excited to see how the day with Allie will be. Whoops. She has all of us in the crew working extra hard to prepare a special date for you. And by all of us in the crew, I mean the Pt.5. How about you go find her? Spend some time together while we set things up for you. Sounds like a plan, cat. You know? Let's see. Oh, looks like she's by the beach. Guess that's where I'm headed. Don't do anything we can't air. Okay. I waved the cat as I went on my way. Imagine keeping up the same act for 2 years on the same person and having to repeat that. Like, that's bro, couldn't be me. She a different breed. Just like Kat said, Allie was on the beach, by the beach, looking up at the ocean. Morning, Allie. Fred, it's always nice to see you. The difference between Allie's voice during the day and night was like night and day. Or day and night, whatever. I guess we have to worry about the cameras, but it still takes some getting used to. I know it's going to be tough to top your previous dates with all the other girls, but I think I got a good shot. I'm looking forward to it, Allie. You better be. We've been saving the best for last. She reached for my hand. We start with Allie, we end with Allie. Walk with me, talk with me. I reached out for her outstretched hand. It'd be my pleasure. The two of us walked around the beach for a while, getting to know each other. So what will you be doing when the show is over? First thing I'm going to do is say hey to my family again, then make them a nice dinner. I'm sure they got sick with worry in the week since I've been gone. I wonder what they are thinking now. It's been 2 years since then. Cat was right. Sometimes not remembering is a blessing. Yeah? Allie doesn't have that luxury. Anyway, I got a surprise for you. Come on! She pulled me along by the hand into the forest. All I have to say, Allie really impressed me. Of course, it was a deliberate plan to come into the forest to get the, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Wow. And get the hanger, but she made it seem so spontaneous. You're going to love it. I saw it the same moment she did. It was all we could do as we could stand and watch. No. She staggered and almost fell. No one could blame her. Guess we're taking a sailboat! The heat was incredible. There was no way either of us can take a step towards the hangar without being burned alive. Such a buoyant oil assaulted me without mercy. We were at a loss for words. And in front of those flames was her, walking away from the flames. Somehow, I just know it was her. Sorry, Allie, Fred. There's been a small change of plans. I'm sure you could tell, but we had a few snags with the hangar. How about you spend your day on the ground instead? I want to scream. I want to attack her with every bone in my body. I can't do anything. But I can't. I can't or I'll be killed. It'll be easy to just pow! But she got a gun, she got that thing on her, you feel me? I can't really just throw hands with her because she just easy just bop. You know? To hold myself back from getting away with this pain, what this plane meant to me, took all the strength that I had. Ooh. Need to calm down. Cat might be able to read my face and see that. Sounds fine to me, Cat. I'm just glad you're safe. What happened? I'm still looking into it. Well, either way, there's nothing we can do about that. How about we go somewhere else, Fred? She reached for my hand and held it tight. How could she smile like this at me? Acting. She's a spy. Of course, Allie. For the rest of the day, Allie and I put on a performance of a lifetime. Though our faces were all smiles and laughter, we knew now more than ever that we were trapped in Cat's macabre puppet show or something. I don't know how to say that. And Cat loved to make us dance. She must have known we were trying to escape. But how? Did he make a mistake? Did Ford give us away? Should we ever have trusted him in the first place? Who can I trust now? Time is ticking, and the end of the show looms closer and closer. It's time. I'm supposed to meet with the group, but what will we even do? There's no way we can escape. Our last chance died with the hangar. Should I just make a break for it? No, I'd never make it. And the others will suffer from my mistake. What do I do? You don't look so good, Fred. I've been better, Cat. It hasn't been exactly sunshine and rainbows today. You really aren't much for acting, aren't you, Fred? Look, I already know... Oh, shoot. Ooh. I already know about you and your plan to escape. Ooh. No, you don't. My blood ran cold. You know, take the plane, fly away from here. It wasn't hard to figure out. I tried to say something in my defense, but my voice wouldn't come out. All I could do was stand wide-eyed. I know you and the others found the lab, got your memories back. Well, at least the others did. And I know that every night you work together to find a way out. I mean, of course I know. That's the reason why you got this far. What do you mean? Just follow me. Save all of us time. I'm not trusting her. We walked to the locked room near the games room. She took out the master key and spun it around. You never really thought a bunny could take the key from me, right? Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore. She opened the door. The others were inside, looking as surprised as I was. Give me one good reason why I should kill you right now, Cat. How about two? First, your inside man was never Ford. It was me. I mean, come on. You wouldn't be smart enough to do something like this. Second, you only had a chance to escape this island because of me. Newsflash, Allie, those tanks never just bug out. You're the one who let me out of my tank. The one and only. Allie was for a loss of words, and I was no different. What do you want, Cat? Honestly, the same thing as you guys. I want off this crazy train. I want out. I want you guys to include me in your little escape plan. What? What? Do I have some on my face? As hard as it believes okay. The list of people who want to stay on this island is pretty short. Heck no, we can't trust you. I'm not sure how, but I remember I tried to escape with you before. Hold on, there's something on my screen. Oh yeah, now you want to go, okay. Even 5 girls is enough. Unbelievable. And then you betrayed me and shot me. There's no way we can ever trust you. You're gonna just stab us in the back. Is that true, Cat? I'm ashamed to say this, but I didn't have a choice. You know how it is with Damien. It doesn't matter if you share the same blood. He'll take the people you love hostage and use them to force you to dance to this tune. Okay. I'm sorry I betrayed you, Fred. I really am. I just don't trust you. If there's a choice, you're getting left, lady. But if I have to do it again, I'd do it again in a heartbeat because there was someone I need to save. I know I must look like a villain to you, but believe me, I have people I care about too. If you're so compassionate, how come you burn up the only way out of here? You're lucky I did, Fred. If you actually phoned as planned, you'd be at the bottom of the ocean right now. What do you mean? It's a crude trick of Damien's. He knew there was a chance the people on this show would recover their memories and try to escape. So he made us build the hangar and the plane. It's the one plane anyone trying to escape will go. Exactly. I told you in the past, Allie, never fly that plane or take the boat out of sight of this island. If you did, you'd blown up like fireworks. That, Allie and I were in that plane, which was a little more than flying death track, sent a chill down my spine. Look, the simple reality is you need me to escape. Without me, you want me to make it past the barrier. What barrier? Exactly. And though I hate it, I need you guys to help me in us escape. She reached her hand towards me for a handshake. Allies? Let's discuss first. Cat leaned against the wall while the rest of us debated what to do. Do we really trust her? This might be another trap. I don't trust her. If there's a chance, if there's a way, we could, drop her off a building after getting out, I'm doing it. It's not like I'd be the first It's not like I'd be the first by her to fall into Fred. You're right. That said, it's not like we have much to lose at this point. Even if she's done terrible things to us in the past, we still need her to escape. You alright, Allie? I'm fine. I'm just angry at myself. Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. We're still alive. That's what counts. She's right, I'm not sure how I'm feeling right now, but but we're alive. That counts for something. You're right, Fred. And as much as I hate to say it, I think we need Cat's help, trustworthy or not, if you want to stay that way. Yeah, we just need to keep an eye on her. Couldn't say it better myself. Alright, Cat, if you want our help, you're going to need to answer a few questions. Ask away? What the heck is this sixth show for? And why have you been forcing us to repeat it over and over? As someone from the Resistance, it should be obvious to you. This is just one of 100 killing shows we air. The show that keeps people scared. Yep. You want to paralyze people feel? We broadcast exactly what will happen if you rise up. You're monsters, you know that? Don't disagree with you, but we're not in charge here. Everyone still have family to lose, Allie. Continue. Before we air each show, we test them internally on test audiences to see what kind of ratings they bring for the fortunate, and what kind of despair they bring for the less fortunate. If they tested well enough, we air it, but it wasn't efficient. But we couldn't just film a killing show over and over again to see which version of it rated best. You can't bring people back from the dead. It was the same for the test audiences. You couldn't just make them watch multiple versions of the show as if they remember the previous versions that would influence their opinions. There's no way to test multiple versions of a show without losing the feeling that lives were really in danger. But the memory writer could have changed. It did. We were able to reuse everybody, our volunteer actors, the test audiences. Since we could just make the people forget what happened, we could film you run after run of the show, where each was as if it were the first time and that's exactly what we've been doing for the last 2 years. That's a lot to hear. I had a feeling to know that people looked at us like we're nothing but lab rats. While I genuinely was afraid for my life, it's sickening. We remained silent for a while. If you've been testing, and it resets. If you've been testing the show this long, when's the real thing? There is no real thing. It's only the version tests the best. That said, there's only so much time Damien is willing to spend on the show, and that time is almost up. This is the last run of the show. If you don't escape before the end, you're all good as dead. I know Damien, and I said that I let you choose your partner go if you achieve good enough ratings, but it's a lie, isn't it? Yeah. I'm sorry I waited this long to try to help you guys. I've been too scared to risk it all, but I got in the lose lot now. She's standing her hand to me for a handshake. Allies? At least till we're out of here? I don't really have a choice this time either, huh? If you wanted to, you can report us right now. That's true, and my word could count for more than all of yours. But I wouldn't save the person I need to. Like it or not, we have to work together. Then it's a deal. Allie shook Kat's hand. Kat, are you sure you don't want to? I'm fine, Scarlet. It's not important anymore. And we don't have any time to waste. If you say so. Anyway, the only time we can escape is the last day of the show, between midnight and just before the sun goes up. That's when the boat comes to welcome the newly engaged couple, and that's the only way to off this island alive. It also doubles as a supply ship. We use it to replenish between each run of the show. There are no other planes on the island? A boat would be far slower. Fortunately, it's not so easy. There's a protective shell around this island which performs two functions. First, it renders us invisible to the satellite. It's the reason why your people couldn't find us, Allie. Second, if anything bigger than a human being tries to get in or outside of the barrier, it'll get fried, unless it's emitting a compatible IFF signal. Wait, what did it say? So the only way off the island that will have the signal is the boat. I'm betting it will be heavily guarded. Well, yes, but not from the people on it. The ship itself is run by a skeleton crew. It's a staff on the island who we'll have to watch out for. That still leaves the question of how we'll deal with them. Last time I checked, there's 100 of them, and not even 10 of us. Actually, my ops won't be so hard at all. I got a plan that just might work. Though, I have to admit, it's a little crazy. I decided that. If it's all zombies again, I'm out. You explained your plan to us with a renewed confidence that could inspire anyone to believe. You could just turn everybody to zombies. That would be smart. Luckily, we still have tomorrow, so we'll just have a lot of time. We have just amount of time to leave. This might just work, Yui. You're a mad genius! Let's just say I've been holding back my creativity till now. It's crazier than anything I imagined, and crazier enough to work. Let's get to work. Wait, were we even listening to the same plan? Others went their separate ways to help prepare for Yui's plan. But Kat stayed. Our business wasn't finished just yet. What's up? What's your game? I want to trust you, Kat. I really do, but you're up to something, aren't you? It's like every other time I trusted you. I can't blame you for feeling that way. I can't take back what I've done before. You shot me. You erased my brain for 2 years. Like, I should shoot. You know what? If she let me shoot her, we'll be even. The only thing I can say, try to say to make you trust me is that we both have people we care about, Fred. And that if you don't escape, then the person I care about will go down with you. I'm not asking you to put your neck out for me. You never have to. But, I'm asking you to help somebody that you never met and you never will. Somebody innocent. We're all innocent but you and Damien. and maybe the brother's 5. It's strange. This woman has put me through heck. Treated me like a lab rat and more, and yet, somehow I think she's telling the truth. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if you do trust me. You'll see tomorrow that I'm going along with Yui's plan either way. I'll trust you, Cat. I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier. Don't be. I literally shot you. Okay. I think that earns you the right to be angry and more, no? Well, I've gotten to know you over the past years. Not for more than a couple of weeks straight, but I got to know you. And I think you're rude and manipulative and have no problem lying to my face. Hey, can we skip the part where you compliment? Can we skip to the part where you compliment me? You're also apparently crass. You keep secrets from everybody and you're finished? But I don't think you're a bad person. Every time the show ran, you always talked to me and made me feel like I wasn't alone. And made sure I never lost hope. I know it was never part of the job. You didn't have to do that. Yet, you did it over and over. It must have been so tiring doing that over and over, full well knowing that we were doomed. I know why you're doing this, but I believe that you do care about helping people. I'm flattered, Fred, but you got me wrong. What do you mean? Everything I've done for you, the others, is for my own selfish reasons. It just happens to line up nicely. Though I appreciate the compliment. Unlike before, I couldn't tell if she was telling the truth. We went our separate ways shortly after. I spent the rest of the night helping the others with prepare. My gosh, read, man. I was exhausted when I went back to my room. I couldn't help but fall asleep for several hours. It was as if something's on the tip of my tongue, but I barely can't grasp it. Oh my! I need a beverage. All right, I can read now. Kat was true to her word. Instead of having another date on the 6th day of the show, she planned a huge party for the staff instead. A thank you for all your hard work party. As soon as she told her staff that Violet would be cooking for the event, all of them dropped everything and helped prepare for it. While the staff prepared the party grounds for during the day, each of us were hard at work, making sure the other parts of it went well. Violet cooked mountains of food as if her life depended on it. In truth, it did. Yui was playing games with the staff outside. It didn't take long for her to become a fast favorite for them. I'm pretty sure that half the staff were playing games so they could just get her to notice them, and she knew it. I have to admit, I'm really impressed by Yui. Her plan is really coming together. Tara and Scarlett joined forces to make sure all the staff joined the festivities. Tara used the Cat's producer room to find any stragglers who hadn't joined the festivities. As Tara found them one by one, Scarlett turned on the charm and made sure that they came with her to the party. Then it was time for Scarlett to switch to her other mission. Allie took over, though I'm told she employed more force than charm. Meanwhile, I ran around like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to make sure every part of our plan was going smoothly. And for once, it did. Hey, oh. A few hours later, we had every single staff member on the island partying their lights out. Everybody here? You bet. You should have seen the ones that tried to run. Make sure everyone who came stayed too. Perfect. Everyone's eating? As they should have. It is fine food. It looks like it's all going according to plan. I'm just going to go ahead and get to the fun part. Scarlett pulled out the remote from her pocket and pushed a button on it. A few seconds later, the fireworks were shooting into the night. Oh, I thought she blew them up. What's that? That's crazy. The cheers went off as staff. No, the cheers of the staff were like thunder. And with that, the plan is going as smoothly as it can be. Great job, team. We owe you one, Yui. Right back at you, Allie. We cheered as the firework after firework lit up the night sky. Whoa! Are fireworks supposed to be this bright? Come to think of it, these fireworks are practically blinding. I have to say, they did a pretty good job with these fireworks. Though there might be some side effects to watching them for some close. Let's worry about that later. The fireworks were a signal to those trying to escape that there was nothing left to do except wait. It's going to be a long night. I know what we said before, but it would be such a shame to spend the night just worrying over what might happen tomorrow. We might live, we might die, same as any other day. How about instead we just dance the night away? You know what? That sounds great. I will take her. She looks like she's gonna be an elegant dancer. Come on, let's dance like there's no tomorrow. Yuck. Don't be like that, Tara. It'd be good for us to blow off some steam. Dancing sounds like exercise, and exercise. Allie picked up Tara over her shoulder. And away we go! Come on, come on. Scarlett grabbed my hand and pulled me with her where people were dancing. The others followed close behind. They sure are carefree, huh? Some things never change. Maybe we'll get out of here tomorrow. Maybe we won't. I hope we do, though. I like to think that one day we'll look back and remember this day. It was the most fun night I've ever had, out of the nights that I can remember. We lived like there was no tomorrow, and now we'll find out if there is a tomorrow for us. Hey, okay. We waited in the darkness for hours, waiting for the boat to come. The plan was simple, yet had no room for error. First, we need to make sure the boat is really coming. It's later than usual. You think they're onto us? No, it'd just be a little longer. It's cold. There's no point in worrying at this point. If they're onto us now, we're already dead. All we can do is wait. Yeah! We waited for an hour more, then another. We were losing hope. I guess It's here! Kat pointed towards the ocean. It looked like we all looked in unison. Just like as she said, the boat was coming. It looked huge despite how far it was. It must have been massive from up close. Alright, it's gonna be a few minutes before it reaches the shore. Let's book it back to the mansion. Second, we need to get back to the mansion before the boat reaches the shore. From what Kat told us, the staff will physically inspect the mansion to make sure we're there. We can't rely on overriding the feeds. If we're not there, they'll sound the alarm, and our chance of escaping will go from slim to nil. According to Kat, it's how I got caught the last time. We made it back to the mansion and rushed to our respective rooms. Turned off the light and then jumped to the bed, pretending to be asleep. A few minutes later, I've heard the sound of somebody opening the door. It must be them. There was a mechanical rhythm to it. Footsteps. A door would open, more footsteps, a short pass, footsteps again, a door will open, repeat. Over and over, closer and closer until I got to my room. I'm trying to make my breathing sound natural. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Footsteps. A second later, my door opens. I can tell there's probably about 5 people. Breathe in. They're walking towards me. Breathe out. I can tell the 2 of them are in front of me. They're muttering something under their breath. You have to pity her. Come on. She could do better. Rude. Breathe in. Hey, something's wrong. I feel like my heart stopped. Breathe out. They're moving closer to me, step by step. What's that? Breathe in. I think it takes everything I have not to move when every single nerve in my body screams to run. Sit. They're onto me. I can't help but ball up my fist in my hand. Never mind. We're done for the night. Let's head out. Sounds good to me. I heard them walk further away from me, then outside the room. Finally, they closed the door. I breathed out like never before. On to the next part of the plan. Pretty weak security. Wait, where's Tara? We were grouped downstairs. That wasn't so difficult, was it? Like taking candy from a baby. Wait, where's Tara? I'll go check on her. As if on cue, Tara came running downstairs. I'm good, don't worry about it. And I definitely didn't fall asleep just now. I didn't bite, but the rest of us didn't either. Alright, back to the problem at hand. We may have avoided detection for now, but now there's going to be upwards of 100 guards on patrol between here and the boat. There's little to no chance we can make it there without being seen, but it's a chance we still have to take. Actually, we had just the thing for that, courtesy of Scarlett and I. What's that? We went through all the trouble of preparing such a big party for the staff. It'd be a shame if we didn't give them a little extra to chew on, no? You didn't. Oh, she did. It was like an absurd scene from an art house movie gone mad. They're all zombies, aren't they? Brains! Yep, let's go. Bananas! Brains and bananas! Let's go. Brains, accounting. Should have 100 zombies litter the field. I know you. I can't believe we ever let you make trap, Scarlet. You better be glad that you did. Now that I think about it, couldn't we just have put a sleeping agent or something like that in it? What's the fun in that? Well, we still have to go past them to get to the other boat, right? Don't worry about it. I've got a fair share of experience taking out zombies. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. Don't worry about it. Let's be on our way. We managed to sneak out of the mansion without much of a fuss. As soon as we got to the forest, it was smooth sailing. There was just a few zombies there. To be honest, how much Scarlet enjoyed herself taking them down was more than concerning. I'll worry about that when we get off this island. For now, I'll get focused on getting out of here. A few moments later, we made it to the beach. The boat was clear in sight. Wow, it's huge. Let's not waste any time. Pause. We rushed onto the ship and made straight for the captain's deck. You guys wait here. It's practically guaranteed that the engine's been tampered with, and I need to fix it. And if I know my father, he'll do it just the way it was last time. You know what, Fred? Come with me just in case. Maybe that's where the crew members are. Lead the way. You got a gun? Just shoot him. Let's pitch back aside. Cat had to shine a light to see anything. Strange. Where are they? Well, let's look at. Let's not look. Okay. Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Found it. Talk it up to my dad, outsourcing everything to the grunts. This is child's play. Talk to me now. I mean, to me now. My fault. Cat got to work to fixing the engine. Watch my back. We don't know if we're in the clear, and this is gonna take a minute. Got it. I turned around and kept a lookout. It was almost impossible to see anything though. Since when were you a mechanic? Honestly, this is my first failed escape. I had to teach myself. There isn't exactly a trade school on this island. If I hadn't, I'd never be able to help anybody escape this island. I'm sorry I didn't trust you before, Cat. I get it now, why you did what you had to do. Keep talking like that and you'll raise a death flag for the both of us. Jeez. We can talk more later, if you like. In the meantime, the boat is fixed. Nice! Let's tell the others and get the heck out of here. We ran back to the others and told them we had the good news. At the same time, Cat revved up the engine of the boat. We were good to go. We literally jumped for joy at the side of the move. Gosh, it's something bad about that. I can't believe it. We're actually really doing this. We're finally getting out of here. It's hard to believe, but it is true. We did it. Now, you don't have to talk. You don't have to thank me at once. We really did it. Thank you, Cat. You really saved us. You did. We wouldn't be able to get to this point if it weren't for you. There's no need to thank me. I actually should apologize that I didn't do any of this sooner. The internet cam ran out. Uh-oh. Cat turned white as a sheet when she heard the voice that was all too familiar. No. Dang it! Damien. Ding, ding, ding. I guess you learned something at school. At least, okay. Not enough clearly, but hey, it's something. That's got to win a participation ribbon somewhere. You knew what I was planning. Of course I did. Dearie? I made you. I know exactly how you think. And I have to thank you. Your mother will be proud at the show you've given us in the last 2 years. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to tell you? Why are you busy filming Fred and those other... my team was filming your brave attempts to save these idiots. Gives the audience a little more reason for why they should stay in line, you know? After all, if I didn't do this to my own daughter, imagine what I do... Wait. After all, if I do this to my own daughter, imagine what I'd do to somebody who wasn't. Ooh, you're a monster. Flattery would get you nowhere, Kit Kat. Well, it doesn't matter now. Do whatever the heck you want. We're getting out of here. We fixed the boat, and there's nothing you can do about... Oh, okay, you done jinxed yourself. We're getting out of here. Saying garbage like that is like playing with fire, love. The earth started to shake. Even though we're on the boat, we still feel the island rumbling. In the distance, a metal barrier slowly rose out of the ocean all around the island. It climbed higher and higher until it cast a shadow over the boat. Higher and higher until only the daylight we could see was just from the circle above us. We were trapped. How about a little game, little rats? Damien spoke down to us from some kind of holographic screen on the walls. He gestured to some kind of machine behind him in what looked like a strange kind of stadium. I've got myself a little switch here that controls the barrier. One push of this and you'd be free to go. It'd be easy for you to watch on in and flip it. Since you got rid of all our security. But the switch is only going to work if you have two people's handprint with the producer level clearance. Sure, you got Cap, but you never get mine. He pulled out the same gun I've been shot with before. Though, don't let that stop you from trying. The hologram disappeared with a click, leaving us in uneasy silence. Our hands are tied. We have no choice but to go back. Hello? He's got a gun. He take us down before we even have the chance to grab him. We've got no chase though. If we wait here, it's only a matter of time before they can send people after us. I guess we have to head back back to the beach. Let's turn this around. We got a butt to get. No, that's exactly what Damien wants you to do. Turn around part or the butt kicking. I'll leave that to your imagination. Damien has a script that he wants to see play out. People try to fail and get killed. I guarantee you, if we do that, he has a plan for it. He'll find... Dang, this bass going crazy. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. He'll find some kind of way to turn us against each other, and then none of us will be making out of here alive. Even so, we can't just stay here and wait till we're out of time. Fred and I will go flip the switch. Besides, we're the only two people here who can do anything about it. Besides... Oops. What do you mean by that? I thought only you and Damien... That's been on the way. There's no time. Fred, are you ready to run? I won't allow it. There's no way you're letting Fred back there without us. You said it, sister. I'm not letting you all lose your one chance of getting out of here. Scarlet, please. You know exactly what Damien is capable of. I don't like this cat. I know. Let them go. Believe me, I hate this. I hate this to my core, but Kat's right. Kat didn't waste a moment. She reached out. Okay. Before I knew what I was doing, we ran off the boat together, back to the mansion as fast as we could. I was running on pure instinct, like my body had done this before countless times. I looked back at the boat just once, but I couldn't help but linger for a moment. I could tell from their faces they really want to be running with me, not waiting for us to come back. I'm gonna make Damien pay for making him suffer like this. We went back to running. I followed Kat's lead. It's earlier than I planned, but there's no time like the present for exposition about your past. It'll be good to know why I'm running with you. Would I happen to be resistant to bullets? We'll find out if you are together. Though, if you look at your history, I'd say no. Hey, I survived the time you shot me. I'm pretty resistant. Touché. Before you came onto the show, you were a producer, just like me. We used to work together. We were partners. In more ways than one, though it was forever ago. Living and working on this island, that was the only life I never known. It sounds awful, but I didn't have a problem with running these shows. There was nothing different to compare it to. But then I met you. I got no idea what would bring someone like you to this island, but you changed me. She smiled like I'd never seen before. You made me see that there was a world out there. That there was a world out there that was beautiful. You made me hope that I did it again. You made me hope that I could be part of the world one day. And you helped me realize that we needed to shut this place down if we wanted there to be a world out there at all. For years, we worked together to free as many people as we could from these death trap shows. We shipped them away to safety, faked their deaths, everything. And we did that we just did. Then Damien started to suspect something was up. Each day he got closer and closer to figuring it out, until I knew he couldn't stay any longer. But it was too late then, Damien Collis. You mean, you betrayed me. I couldn't remember much, but I remember you and we were together. And then you sold me out right when I was trying to get to escape. Why? Like I said before, I didn't have a choice, and I still don't. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore, and I don't expect you to. But we need each other's help to get off this island now. Since both of us are technically still producers, we can activate the switch if we work together. We don't even have to take Damien down, though I doubt he let us use it that easily. Can you trust me enough for that? Honestly, I don't know. Part of me wants to trust Kat. The same part of me unconsciously remember that I did for years and years. But now, how can I forget that betrayal, even if she has a reason? Sure, I'll keep an eye on her. When we got back to the mansion, Kat made a beeline for the lab. I remember as fast as I could. Our footsteps on the winding metal staircase echoed like a thundering drum. You're about to see the real reason why this show is on this island. Kat took out her master key, slid into the hidden socket in a wall behind one of the tanks. Then don't say I didn't warn you. The same wall split into two doors, slowly revealing another hidden staircase. You think you guys could get an elevator instead? I said the same thing. As soon as I took one step down the staircase, I could tell something was different. Something was telling me that I shouldn't go down there. Come on, we don't have time to waste. Got nothing to lose. With each step down, it grew darker and darker. Eventually, I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. Then, light. Blinding light and applause. Welcome, welcome, you finally made it. Damien's face was plastered over countless screens in a stadium that could fill tens of thousands of people. Countless cameras littered the seats, all focused on center stage, and a background sprawling with maze-like walls of all shapes and sizes littered with guns. Thanks to the walls, we couldn't see Damien directly, but we knew he was there from the screens. We wouldn't have a show show with you idiot. Wait, we wouldn't have a show with you idiots. So, I'm glad you came back. Aw man, you can't even bring back the others. You are no fun. You just really gotta make me work, huh? Anyway, congrats on making it this far, etc, etc. I gotta say I'm proud for you making it your daughter of mine. I'm impressed that you remembered your old haunt just for a few seconds of video. No thank you, you dirtbag. Is that a way to thank someone who gave you a room and board? You gave Fred a way nicer room than I ever got. Blame your mom for that one, kid. Anyway, how about you be a dear and explain the game we've got going on here? The switch we're looking for is somewhere here. The problem is, so is Damien. And he's got a gun, and more ammunition than he needs to kill both of us. What about weapons on the ground? Maybe there's something we can use to level the playing field. It's all we can do, but the odds are in our favor. Most of the weapons laying around are useless. They're meant to make people lose hope that it can fight back. Most is better than all of them, at least. Well, yes and no. There's no hope to lose if they knew all of them were fake. That's Damien's MO. He'll give the people trapped on the show just enough hope for escape, and then use that to trap you. Using real guns amongst the fake boats and planes, you're trapped on an island. Wait, yeah. If we're gonna make it through this, you can't fall off his game, understand? Loud and clear. Then let's go. There's no time to waste. We went from wall to wall, taking cover between each time. Whenever we had the chance, we pick up what we looked like a gun and see if it was real. We only had seconds to check for each one. Damien was hot on our trail. The gunshot rang out, blowing a hole through the wall Kat and I were hiding behind. What's the matter? You two are like rats in the lab. He fired again. Shrapnel from the wall scraped my arm. Frick! It was like my arm had lit on fire. Fred, you okay? I'll live, don't worry. We need to find a weapon. And we need to find a switch. We went behind the other wall, narrowly dodging another shot from Damien. It dawned on me that he wasn't even trying to hit us. He was trying to make us scared. And it was working. But why? He's reloading, come on! We dashed out from behind a wall and ran past Damien, looking desperately for the switch and any weapons we could find. Managed to pick up 2 pistols. Kat did the same. Dang! Looks like these are fake too. How's yours looking? I took a look at the first one. Upon further inspection, it was clear that there was no more than a plastic toy. The second one, Cat realized that the same second I did. It was real, with a single bullet loaded. Alright, that's good. Let's... Another shot rang out, blowing a hole in the wall just next to where my head was a second ago. Frick! How come he gets that freaking hand cannon? You got a Desert Eagle while we got a little pea shooter. Nobody just got to go somewhere, I guess. Anyway, we got the guns. That's probably the only reason, the only real one in the stadium. We need to find a switch now. Even with a gun, we're no match for him. Sounds good to me. We went further into the stadium, opposite the entrance, until we were in the square middle of the stadium. There it was. The switch! You'd think they hit it better. Damien's laughter echoed throughout the arena as he reappeared on the screens above the arena. Congrats! You found the switch! It's a dang shame. I forgot to mention something about the switch here, of course. It won't do crap, even if you have access, both have access, as long as I got a heartbeat. And I plan on sticking around. But I'm not heartless. In fact, I'm a pretty decent guy for what I'm about to do. Cat looked like she's had seen a ghost. Cat, Fred, I got an offer you can't refuse, but only one of you can claim it. If either of you kills the other, I'll let the other one standing go. We'll forget this ever happened. We'll call it a wrap on Find Love or Die Trying. I even let the survivors leave the island. That's Cap. I can guarantee you I'm telling the truth because this is airing live to the world right now. People bow down and get in line because I tell them the truth, because they know I keep my word. They wouldn't believe me for a second if I ever went back on it, you know? Not a bad deal, huh? Especially considering that if no one takes that offer, I'll just kill both of you. I'm giving you 5 minutes to decide, then I'm coming for you. The screen shut off. Kat and I looked at each other, a mix of horror and fear on her face, and then there was no doubt that their mind mirrored hers. Fred, can't imagine what's racing through your head right now. Probably think I'm going to betray you again, right? I was at a loss for it. She's like, you're right. Bow! You don't have to say anything. Look, I can't blame you for doubting me. And honestly, if you just shot me right down, I'd be okay with it. Alrighty! Because then, you'd be free to go. I know Damien would keep his word. But even if there's a slight chance that you want me to be able to escape from here too, then I need to ask you something that I know sounds the same. What's that? I need you to give me the gun. The only real one we've got. Look, I'm not stupid enough to know how that sounds. The simple reality is, I've known you long enough, for so long now, and I know one thing okay. That's your terrible shot. Golly. Took a shot to my heart. Me. I'm as good as you can get on this island. I think I'm their best bet taking them down. But I understand completely if you're not willing to trust me, if you think I'm lying, but I get it. And if you don't trust me, she closed her eye and pressed her fingers and goes, huh. The gun in my hands, my hands never felt so heavy. On one hand, I guaranteed I could make it out of here alive. The other, trusting Kat. Can I trust Kat after what she's done to me? Can I believe her words when the memories that can prove or deny them are lost to me? I got no time. We gotta choose. Bye! Psych. I'll trust you. Godly. Let me... Oh, wait. Can I... Alright. I trust you, Kat. I held out the gun to her. You do? After everything I've done? After everything I've done, yes, I still trust you. I know you've been forced to do some awful things to people. Okay, let's get over this BS. I won't let you down. Well, if you do, I'm not gonna be long enough to regret it. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Let's do this. We decided to seek Damien out and try to get the drop on him rather than waiting for him at the switch. My heart was practically beating out of my chest. I couldn't tell if Kat was nervous at all. As I was. If she was, she hit it with the same poker face she always had. We dashed to another wall, recover, look around, and repeat it. How much time has passed? It feels like we've been looking for him for hours with the pressure. Though I don't know if it could be more than a few minutes. As minutes passed by, I could tell Kat was growing more and more impatient. She trained her gun everywhere she looked. Her trigger finger was ready to shoot our only bullet at the time. I glanced around, then looked at her, then back again. Her hands were shaking. Look left, look right. We only got one shot to make or break it. Look back to Kat. She's checking on the corner ahead of us. She looks left, looks right. It takes everything I have to stay focused. Don't think about dying, not even a possibility. She turns to look at me. Oh no. Damien's walking closer and closer behind her, with the gun resting on his shoulder. He can't be more than 10 meters away. He slowly lifts the gun from his resting position. Before I know it, I'm running towards her with everything I have. Something's making me run. Something I've forgotten. Something I'm starting to remember. The two of us at the beach. I can see it now. How many hours has it been? We made it to the ship, but it wasn't enough. The alarms were deafening. The security was going to be here any minute. Our only saving grace, our ship, wouldn't start. That's it then. I never heard Kat ever sound so desperate. Well, at least we tried, right? Who else could say that? She lowered her head and leaned on me. No, we're not giving up just yet. There's nothing we can do, Fred. The engine's broken and the guards will be here any minute. We've got at least some weapons. It's not over yet. I've got the precious few firearms we had and split them between us. There is 2 of us and hundreds of them. There's no point. Not to mention, you're a terrible shot. You're right. Taking them head on would be suicide. But that's not what you'll be doing. Me, I'm just some nobody. But you're the big man's daughter after all. Your words means a lot to him. She was horrified. I would be too if I was in her shoes right now. No, I won't let you do this, Fred. We don't have a choice. Look around. Look, I'm not happy either, but both of us dying would be worthless. If you could live, you get a second chance to make out of here. A second chance to see the other side. I know, but what if the point was up with you? You have to find out for yourself. They're almost here. Come on, we're running out of time. Her hands were shaking. It looked like she was going to drop her gun at any second. I hate you for this, you know. I know, and I'm sorry. Oh. She slowly raised her arms and trained her gun's sights directly at me. And now, we wait. Can you do me a favor? What's that? Don't shoot me in the face, please. I'm rather proud of it. I don't know what I'd do without my supernaturally good looks. She laughed through her tears. I would have still loved you, even without them. Right back at you, Kat. She kissed me for the last time. I love you, Fred. I love you too. Sorry, but this is going to be the face. Let me just take off the safety. Wait, I didn't sign up for this. I heard my favorite sound one last time. I can hear the guards coming now. We only have seconds left. On the bright side, I want to owe you $10. Our bet? She laughed. I think it's pretty clear who won the bet. I can see the guards now. My time is up. What makes you say you did it? I'm alive? Everything hurts so bad. I almost wish I wasn't. The shock must have knocked me out cold. I coughed my blood as my vision flashed in and out rapidly, too fast to tell if I'd been fatally shot. It was all I could do was stay conscious. It's as you said, Father. Anyone who breaks our law must be punished. I could just barely make out her voice, but it brought comfort to me. You really do take after me. You made your old man very, very proud. You know, Fred. Okay, so we back in this. Okay. See the whole escaping thing. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to fire you. No severance. I tried to make a witty comment back, but the only thing that came out of my mouth was coughed up blood. You're in luck. A new opportunity just opened up, and I think he kicked me in the stomach, then rolled me over with his foot. You'd be the perfect fit. He laughed as he crushed my palm under his foot. You might think I'm going soft on you by not killing you outright. He looked at me. Back at her. I'll mark my words. You both wish I had. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care about Fred anymore. Wow. He laughed maniacally. I never did like Fred much anyway. Ouch. I'm right here, guys. My vision's fading. His words turned to vapor as I could feel myself crumple into nothing. The last thing I saw was her face. She was holding the back with everything she had. Who are you gonna fool with a poker face like that, Cat? I love you. Always have, always will. I'm so sorry for what I have to force you to do. Even more so, I'm so sorry that you'll be alone now. But I hope one day you'll understand. Flashback to reality, I almost reached Cat. I pushed myself to run faster and faster, faster than I ever ran in my life. Cat doesn't see him, but she sees the alarm going off in my eyes. Damien points his gun at his daughter. He's preparing to take the shot. Cat turns around, but there's no time. Damien's fully triggered. My gosh. What am I doing? I see the world turn to slow motion. Why am I throwing my life away for Cat? These memories, they're mine, yet not at the same time. Who can say if I'm the same person as before, who loved her so much? Who can say these memories form a completely different me compared to what I am now? There's no time for answers. Even if I've forgotten you over and over, somehow I remembered you, and I know that I will do anything for you. I run past Cat and I throw myself in front of her because I love her. Gunshot rings out. It's like my body was struck by lightning instead of flame. Oh gosh. These fires again and again. Indescribable pain ripples across my body as shot after shot rips through me. It's not like the movies where someone can stand after being shot over and over. The firing stops and my vision starts to fade. I can barely hear me reloading over the sound of my body screaming in agony. My knees buckle and I start to fall. As I fall, I see Cat with her gun trained on Damien. There's no fear in her eyes. Her hands aren't shaking. But she's biting her lips so hard I can see it bleeding. The last thing I see before the dark takes me is her finger pressing down on the trigger. Damien fires back. Wake up, Fred! Wait, what? No way I survived that, bro. He lit me up a few times. What's happening? Am I alive? I heard that I heard her sound so desperate. Please, just wake up. I can't lose you again. Not again. I took everything I had to open my eyes and breathe. Cat was cradling me in her arms with tears streaming down her face. Thank God. Don't pass out again. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, Cat. I coughed up blood. Save your strength. Did you get him? We did. That's great. The switch. You should really get it now, but you're in no shape to walk. And to be honest, I'm not in the best shape either. I looked up at her and felt my heart drop. You've been shot! She laughed. Yeah, now I know what it feels like. I'm even more sorry for shooting you back then on the beach. That didn't stop me from regretting every second of these past 2 years. That day, I made a promise to myself. It didn't matter how many people I had to hurt, how much I would have to hurt. I would get you off this island alive and well, even if it was the last thing I did. Even if I had to see you fall in love with somebody else 100 times. Even if I knew I can never be with you again. Made a promise back then, and I'll keep it even if it kills me. Slowly, Cat tried to lift me off the ground and onto her back. She screamed and coughed up blood as she tried to lift me up. Stop! You're gonna get yourself killed! And that's exactly what I'm going to do. She lifted me onto her back and took one more step towards the switch. I told myself back then, she stepped forward again, her legs were trembling, that if you weren't leaving this island alive, neither would I. Another step closer, because I love you, you know. One more step. I know you don't remember most of our time together. Her breath was getting ragged. Aww. She takes several steps, then have to pause for breath. Honestly, I'm glad you even remember bits and pieces. I'm grateful wherever I can get. The switch is in sight. And maybe the you I fell in love with doesn't exist anymore. We're so close to it yet so far. But I still believe it's still you, Fred. That you're still the same Fred I fell in love with. We were steps away just from the switch. That I'm in love. That I'm still the one you love. She laughed bitterly. It's just wishful thinking, I know. We're here. We made it. She coughed up blood again. Need to put your hand on the scanner. Can you do that? Got it. I used the last of my strength to reach my hand forward. With every inch I drew closer to it, my vision grew darker. I pushed harder and harder with everything I had. Got it. My turn. Done. All that's left is to pull the switch. Sorry, Fred. I'm gonna have to put you down for a second. No problem. Cat gently rested me on the ground. Frick, I could barely stand now. She tumbled towards the switch. She managed to catch it with her hands and used it to keep herself upright. Here we go. The moment we all been waiting for. She pulled it with the last of her strength. A second later, she fell to the ground by my side. A cacophony of machinery filled the stadium. That means supposed to be barriers opening. We did it, Fred. I'm sorry, Fred. What for? I don't think we're ever getting out of here after all. I can't even move. It's okay. We had a good run, you know. I guess you could say that. At least the girls were able to get out of here. They deserve better than to die here. Yeah. I love you, Fred. Aww. Always have and always will. For these last 2 years, I dreamed of us starting a new life together, somewhere far from here. But I guess life's not like the movies. Dreams don't come true. I wish we could have met a different place, a different time. Maybe, just maybe then, Fred, we... Cat? Cat! Her eyes closed. Streams of tears ran down both her eyes. My vision blurred as even more as tears welled up in my eyes. If we could have met in a different place, a different time, I'm sure our story would have been so different. I wish we could have, Cat. I tried to move closer to her, but my body refused. It was all I could do. It was all I could do to move my head around. I looked around in futility for some kind of miracle that could save us both. This is too sad an ending. I looked to Cat. I looked to the heavens, which had all but abandoned us. I looked behind us, and I saw what could be only described as angels. I tried to speak, but no words would come out. I must be dreaming. I must be. The world turned to black. Am I dead? But I keep asking myself that. It's bound to be right sooner or later. But somehow, I think there's more to come in my story. And I think there's one person I want to spend the rest of it with. Violet. I woke up in an unfamiliar room. The room is shaking. Is shaking? I try to get up. Ow! I look down to my body. I've been bandaged up enough to look like a mummy, but I'm alive. Welcome back, Fred. I know you make it, but you had me for a second. You know me, I like to keep things interesting. It's great to see you again, Violet. Likewise, Fred. I'm not sure what I would have done if I lost you. I've grown a tad attached to you, you might say. I'm sure the others want to know you're alright. A moment, please. Violet left the room and then came back a few minutes later. Oh my gosh, you're okay! I'm glad to see that you're alright, Fred. You didn't really make it easy to save you either. Oh, and if you find yourself craving brains and bananas, that's entirely unrelated to how I treated you. I'm just happy it worked. If you died after all we've been through, I killed you. I'll kill you. But I'm really happy that you're here for me to say that too. What I'm trying to say is, we're just glad you're okay. You know, the Resistance could use someone like you, Fred. Besides, it doesn't look like you have a real job anywhere, huh? I have to think on that. I'm surprised I'm alive. He shot me like 5 times. Thanks, guys. You really stuck out your neck to save Cat and I. I would never thank you enough. It's what you would do for us, Fred. Yeah! When it ran after you, to just moments after you left. There was no point escaping if it wasn't with you, Fred. Yeah. I know Cat said not to, but hey. I didn't remember that at the time. I didn't remember that at the time. So, it's all good. By the way, Cat's doing well too. She's resting in the room next door. We even managed to save the brothers 5 too. Yes, sir. I couldn't just leave them stranded after what we've been through together. That's great news. Thanks for letting me know. We should be thanking you. None of us would have made it off this island if it wasn't for you and Kat. It's true, but despite what you may hear Tara say, I am that guy. I'm just saying, I have a pretty mean right hook. It's so good to see you all. I've got no idea what the world ahead of us has for each of us, but whatever has in store, we'll face it together. You bet! I'm surprised you can say that with a straight face, but yes. Wouldn't have it any other way. I can really use as a PR person for the resistance, Fred. You've got a good thing for speeches. Wait a minute, if everyone's here and Kat's next door, who's driving the boat? Everyone looked at Tara. And that's the series exit for Tara Bite. She ran off like a cartoon character. We laughed together as it felt like it's been so long since we could just laugh. No cameras, no fear, just fooling around. Anyway, it's so good to see you're okay. That said, team, we need to give Fred some time to rest. Once again, I'm not trying to quarantine you because we didn't use the zombie virus unique properties on to save you. Thanks, Scarlet. And thank you everybody for coming to see me. Don't mention it. We're all in this together and all that, alright? See you later, Fred. Alright, none with the cheese. Let's get out before Fred turns. Before Fred needs rest. Yes. We'll go with that one. And with that, I was alone. Whew, I thought they'd never leave. Hey, Scarlet, what's up? Nothing, She was hiding a syringe behind her back. I need to give you a shot for good luck. Right. Put my arm out forward. Well, the doctor knows best. I'm not a doctor. She injected the good luck into my arm. Okay. I just want to say, thanks again. That face. My life went off the rails back at the island, even before the show. That's putting it lightly. She laughed. I know if I stayed there, I never would have been truly happy for the rest of my life. I never would have been able to help people ever again. So, thank you again, Fred. You've been out there, so there's no way you know, but today's the last day. We would have been the last of this show, the final ceremony where you would ask one of the girls to be with you. I'm not saying anyone is rushing for a proposal, but I think there's somebody waiting for you up on the deck. She's a keeper, so better treat her right. Thanks, Scarlet. I will. She kissed me on the cheek. Don't mention. And then I was alone in the room. Time to go see her. I reached for the door. A second later, she opened it. Hey. Hey, Fred. Should you not be resting? Probably, but I won't stand for it. Here, let me help you back to the bed. Thanks, Violet. I put my arm around her, and she walked with me back to the bed. I wanted to talk to you. At first, I wanted to wait till later, but I learned some things just cannot wait. Aww. I had to see you no matter what. Why is that? At first, I wanted to thank you. If it weren't for you, Fred, I don't know if I would ever have left that island alive. Right back at you, Violet. You gave us the hope when we all but given up. Compared to that, I didn't do much. I couldn't have done it if it weren't for you supporting me all this time, Fred. You helped me do so much. I'm more grateful than I ever expressed. You helped me realize that there's no such thing as a guarantee. The world that we live in, the things we believe, whether or not we will survive another day, they could all be taken away in an instant. I'm positive none of us ever planned to be on a show like this, no? I'd like to think so. And if this is the way the world is, then there's nothing more important than making the most out of every moment. That's all we have. It's true. She took a deep breath. More than anything, I want to share all those memories to come with you, Fred. Like, you've been there for me. I want to make you smile when you want to cry. I want to make you happy as you make me every day. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I love you, Fred. Let's go! Will you be mine and only mine? I love you too, Violet. It'll be my pleasure to be yours. Will you be mine? For always, if you will have me. I couldn't help but smile. You beat me to asking you. I was gonna find you and ask you out. I suppose great minds think alike. Perhaps I'm making a little more of the moments than you are, no? I laughed. I don't know about that. I pulled Violet close and kissed her on the lips. She kissed me back passionately as if it was our last. For a moment, time stood still. And that mattered. All that mattered was Violet and I. It was bliss. I'm looking forward to the moments to come with you, Fred. I couldn't be happier. You took the words right out of my mouth. Here's the moments we share, Violet. I love you. Clap it up. I give it 8.5. I give it 8.5 out of 10. The only parts I had a problem with was the repeat. When I got my memory erased, that's the only problem I had. Shout out to the creators. Me, Goreng. Closes. All the beautiful people that made this game. Sweet Dove with the beautiful soundtrack. Hey. Clap it up one more time. This is our first ever visual novel. To start off a whole bunch, we got Doki Doki. We got Ace Attorney. We got Danganronpa. Stop playing with me. We about to go crazy, bro. I'm telling you, we about to go crazy, bro. This is gonna be something beautiful. If you like this episode of To Find Love or Die Trying, sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Join Shinobi Squad. Get you a Violet. Get you a cat. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.